Hey y'all, your March 5 are all down here on the floor, but don't kid yourself, these are not easy moves. So we have a really gentle side lying hip circle, and then swimming is our organization move. You'll need a ball or sliders for your hamstring curl, and then some weights for chest press, and then a hamstring stretch. Come do with me. So this hip circle, there's lots of hip circle variations, but this one is meant to just see how much movement do you have in your hip joint. So I'm picturing a little joystick sticking out of the top of my hip up towards the ceiling. And I'm going to see, can I roll my little hip stick up towards my armpit, forward, down, and back. So you'll see how my knees are actually moving, my waist is moving. I'm not trying to hold anything in place, but it's not just a knee action. The action's coming from here, and I'm going to reverse and go back and down and around and up. Notice if there's a clunky spot or a sticky spot. If there is, go back and forth through your clunky spot a couple of times, and then do one more circle each direction, clockwise and counterclockwise. So the point of this one is to release soft tissue in your hip and your waist. And you might feel other stuff moving. Okay, so I'm bent knee position, legs stacked, hip circle up and forward and down and back. It might help to rest your hand on your hip. Sometimes if you don't do this move a lot, it's kind of a weird feeling like, am I making a circle? I don't know. Or you can always take a peek, or you can get out your phone and film yourself doing this and see if it is an actual circle or if it's just like up and down. Okay, I reversed. Did I say that out loud? I reversed. Now I'm going back and down and around. And again, find the sticky spot if there is one. Maybe it's 12 to 3, 6 to 9. We'll do one more each way. Circle. I'm kind of whipping through this, but you could even go half this speed, and you could go so tiny you hardly even see movement. And then your swimming is a Pilates move, an organization move. I'm going to stretch out nice and long. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then lift your belly button. Slide your shoulders down your back. Maybe extend your chest, meaning I've lifted my head and chest off the floor. Long, low back. Opposite arm and leg. Easy does it. Doesn't have to be very high. Second side. Right arm and left leg. Left arm and right leg. My goal is to not move my pelvis, my torso. You could pick up the pace a little. Breathe. Straight, straight knees. You could go double time. Looks like this. And then find your ball or some sliders or some paper plates and bring your heels onto your object. I'm showing with the ball. If you need another option, holler at me and let me know. I'm going to push my hands into the ground, pull my belly in, heavy ribs, heavy chest, heavy shoulders. I'm extending my legs, pushing myself up to hopefully make a straight line from my shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle. Try to keep your butt in the air as you dig your heels into the ball. We're just going to do 5. That was 1. Lift your butt, long neck, dig your heels into the ball. That's 3. Trying to pull my heels to my bum. 4. I'm only doing 5 because these are hard. Ugh. So I'm trying to really work to keep my hip lifted so that I don't dunk my hips down each time. Good luck to you on that one. That's a hard one. And then grab up your weights. I'm going to encourage you to work up to heavy weights. I'm just showing this with a 5 today, but you could work up into 10s, 20-pound dumbbells. To get down on the floor with your dumbbells, I would hold them close to my chest. Roll onto your back. And then bring your elbows to about that 90-degree bend. Arms are out to the side at about 45-degree angle. Yeah. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Push your weights up over your chest. Elbows come down with control. We're just doing 5 of these. Push. And bend your elbows back to that 90-degree bend. So I'm keeping my elbows a little bit lower than shoulder height. And I'm not letting my weights collapse in on my shoulders. Was that 5? That was 5. Yep. So meaning 90-degree bend and then a little bit down. And then when you press out, it'll be right over your chest. Weights controlling your weights on the way down, so you're not just flailing around. We got hamstring stretch coming up next. Grab your band or yoga strap. So this will be really nice after having done that hamstring curl. You can hold this as a static stretch. I've got my band across my foot. I'm just finding a height that feels like I'm getting a little stretch in the back of my leg, but I'm still able to keep my pelvis heavy. So if I bring my leg all the way up, I've lost that neutral spine, heavy pelvis. I'm going to see, can I keep my pelvis heavy, a little tiny bit of space under my low back? So that might mean bringing your leg down a little bit. And then you could do a little pointy and a flexi. You could lower and lift. You could just hold this position for a couple of breaths. Then we'll switch sides. Hamstring stretch, side number 2. Recheck your neutral pelvis. Notice if you tucked. See if you can come back to a little mouse hole under your low back. Maybe take your leg down a little. Pointy and a flexi. Lower and lift, or just hold the static held hammy stretch, back of your leg. Take another big deep breath. So our 2 major strength moves for this month are the hamstring curl on the ball and then your chest press. If you were doing this as a standalone exercise series, you could blaze through this whole thing 2 or 3 times or focus just on the chest press and the hamstring curl. That's really good for strengthening the backs of your legs and the front of your chest and shoulders. If you want to see these moves live with us, come to our 10 a.m. Saturday bar class. We're mostly standing work, leg strength and standing balance, but we are incorporating these moves into class this month. Hope to see you there.